Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is gonna kind of like be finishing up my first video or my second video, which I was doing meal planning, and this one's just gonna kind of finish that one up so I can give y'all some more examples about what I said if you have to go out and purposely buy the ingredients by going by the recipe instead of shopping what you have on hand first. I'm going to do both today. Some of these meals I have put together for the week or for the next 2 weeks. These meals right here should stretch us for 2 weeks. That is suppers every night and a lunch for the next day. So I'm going to show you how I do sometimes go by a recipe and go get the ingredients first. But the leftover meat that I have, I will come up with another meal with it and use what I have on hand. You can do both. A little bit, it's more expensive sometimes if you shop using your recipe books versus if you just shop supplementing with some things that you already have in your house, in your kitchen. Okay, so I'm going to show you some different examples today. Our grocery bill out here right now is a little more than what we would normally pay back home because a lot of these things we grow ourselves. We don't invest in a lot of canned vegetables because we grow a lot of ours. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me switch. Right here, I've got some leftover vegetables from some meals that I've planned. And that's okay because I know some other meals I can use with these and I'm going to need them anyway. So I just bought a few extra. You're going to wind up having leftovers like I did. I've got to shred this up and the other cream cheese. And right here is a perfect example. We don't normally buy these, y'all. We don't buy the canned green beans because we will buy like a 10-pound bag of pinto beans. Pinto beans. We will go and buy a 10-pound bag of pinto beans and I will can them in the pressure canner in jars. So we don't go and buy cans of pinto beans. We don't grow peas, so I will buy these and I'll either get them in the can or I will get them in the bags. We don't go and buy cans of corn because we grow our own corn and I can cut it off the cob as I want it, as needed. I can do cream style or I can do whole kernel corn or we can do corn on the cob because we grow our own corn. We grow green beans. So I'm not normally going and buying canned vegetables or zucchini or squash or sweet potatoes because we grow those. So this budget out here, I'm having to supplement because we're not at home. And I can just go in my freezer and get out what we've already got in there. So these are going to wind up being for other meals. I just went ahead and while they were on sale, that's another thing. Catch them when they're on sale. Grab one for now, one for later for another meal. If you will do that, sometimes if you can, every time you grocery shop, think, I'm going to get two. I'm going to buy one for now, one for another meal later while they're on sale. You'll eventually stock your pantries. Okay? So let's say, oh, I did find some capers too. Y'all, I didn't know what capers was until we ate some and we're gonna use them some more. Now let me show y'all what I'm fixing to do with these meals and how I meal plan. Then how I'm going to make them stretch. And then how many meals I can get out of what I bought. Okay, so y'all follow along with me. I went to Kroger. I got to say this first before I get in trouble with YouTube. Kroger is not sponsoring this video, and I'm not selling anything from Kroger. You have to say that or you get in trouble. They red flag you. So I'm just telling you right now, any of these products, nobody's sponsoring this video on YouTube. So I'm going to show you my meals I plan, and then what I'm going to do with the leftover meats to come up with the next meal. And just vice versa. Y'all just follow me. We have a Kroger card. So some of these are going to look really good and some of them aren't going to look good. First of all, let me say this. Beef right now in the grocery store is not cheap. The prices are high right now on beef. So you're going to pay a price no matter where you go and no matter where you get it from. But I did find this roast. I knew I'm going to try to get 2, possibly 3 meals out of this roast. And I'll tell you how. Since it's just me and David, this one's probably going to last us at least, I know, 2 meals. And then 2 lunches. I'm going to try to get 3, but if not, I'm going to substitute another recipe down here with ground beef for what I was wanting to do with this. But that's okay. So let me show you what I'm going to get out of this. And this was originally, it was $16.92 if you don't have a Kroger card. But since I have a Kroger card, I paid $13.29. I've got the beginnings of a making for 2 meals. Barbecue, a roast one night, a chuck roast, and then carrots. I'm substituting a butternut squash for potatoes and green beans, and then there's my stew mix. So one night's going to be a roast. The second night, I'm going to take the meat, what's left, I'm going to shred it up. If I have enough to do the rest of it, 2 meals of shredded beef, then the second meal, you remember me saying, y'all, I had in my last video that I had a bag of sweet potato fries and waffle fries in the freezer. That's going to go with, and I also had some buns in the freezer, some whole wheat buns. That's going to make a night of barbecue sandwiches with coleslaw and fries. So there's 2 meals right there, y'all, that I got out of this right here. If I can stretch it and I have some more of the shredded beef, I'm going to try to use the beef in with and make enchiladas. I'll get to this one in a minute. This is just in case. If not, then enchiladas is going to come with the beef. So 2, possibly 3 meals out of this big boy right here. Well, it's not really big because I think I could have found a better chuck roast. I don't know. They're getting smaller and smaller, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but they're getting smaller and smaller. Now, look at this. This is what I'm telling you about buying chicken breasts in a big pack when they're on sale. Now, right now at Kroger, they're $1.99 a pound. They haven't had any good sales on any chicken here lately in the past couple of months. So, I don't know what's going on there either. But when you can get it on sale, get it on sale. This package has 6 chicken breasts in it. But let me give y'all a little secret about these chicken breasts. If you will notice, when you get these chicken breasts out, how fat they are on this on here. You can even stretch them further. I've got at least 3 meals right here with 6 chicken breasts. Or 2 meals and I got some left over. It's just how I work it, y'all. Okay, but I'm going to tell you how to stretch them even further. This package, $11. Okay, it was on sale, $1.99 a pound. Okay, and David's not going to be too happy about that, but I wanted some chicken breast, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm the chicken breast eater. He's the thighs and the legs. Go figure. Okay, because he's a man. Go figure. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to stretch them even a little further. A lot of times if the chicken breasts are so fat like that one end of it is so fat, take your chicken breast and cut it in half horizontally. Make 2 long chicken breasts out of one. So actually, I can stretch this to 2 chicken breasts, 2 chicken breasts. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Y'all, come on. Do the math. Cut them in half. Sometimes the thicker the chicken breast is, after it's cooked, the drier it can get. It's hard to get inside a chicken breast and keep it tender, even if you marinate it overnight. So, I've got some meals with this big pack right here, and $11, I've got the start of 1, 2, 3, 4 meals, y'all, plus lunches. Just the base, the start. And then I just had to get some ingredients. This week, we did have to go purchase meats because we're out of meats. So this grocery bill was a little higher. Plus, buying things that I already have at home in my freezer and we don't have out here. So, this is what I'm going to do. I found a recipe on Pinterest I'm going to try with the chicken breast. So, this is going to be one. And then I'm going to have to put supplement some sides with it, which is over there on the counter in the cans. I'll just open up a couple of cans of something and supplement a side with these. That's why I'm talking about extras. Okay, then one night I'd like to do some salsa chicken or something else with some picante sauce and cream cheese or sour cream. My husband's looking at this chicken like, oh man, I am a chicken eater. He is a beef eater, y'all. I can cook with chicken every day. He is not a big fan of chicken. I'm not a big fan of beef. I gotta compromise, y'all. As long as I don't do 2 or 3 nights of chicken recipes in a row, he's fine with it. Space it out a little bit. Okay, so on with the story. Then I see a night of Parmesan chicken. Okay, then I've got a night of stir fry that I'm gonna do, all using this 1 pack of chicken breast. Make it stretch. There's 3 meals right there, and then some leftover chicken I can do something with. Chicken salad sandwiches, some burritos or enchiladas or some kind of salads. You can come up with anything with chicken breast. Shred it, cube it, grill it, fry it, whatever. So there's 3 meals out of this 1 big pack of chicken breasts. Okay, then I had to supplement my vegetables and things. Now, this with the ground beef, like I said, if I can't get some extra shredded beef out of there to do enchiladas, I got to substitute with this. So we're going to have one night, I'm doing some enchiladas, and there's the taco seasoning, a side of rice, and then I'm going to take, there's the enchilada sauce, the sour cream, the beef, and then I got an extra one just in case I didn't have to use it, or I did have to use it. Okay, then I'm going to take one of these bell peppers and just half it, and I'm going to only use some of this bell pepper in some corn, and this is going to be a side that I'm going to do something with, but I'm going to have leftover bell peppers. So I'm going to carry that over to do something else with. Let's see. I know where this other one's coming in at. One night we're going to have crunch wraps. It's just, I like little crunch wraps. The tortillas, that's folded like you get at Taco Bell. So we're going to do crunch wraps one night. So enchiladas one night with the refried beans and the beef. And then there's my sides right there. Yes, I knew there was something else I was going to do with this. Then we're going to do crunch wraps. So we've got another thing of beef. We're still going to have leftover tortilla wraps. So then here's our lettuce. I'm going to do the crunch wraps. So there's 2 meals right there. Okay. What's left over out of these yellow peppers and orange peppers, I'm going to carry over, and I'm going to do some poppers for Saturday for tailgate food. So that's where the bacon's going to come in at. I'm going to use those on the leftover peppers, and then I'm probably going to have some leftover cream cheese and shredded cheese, because I'm going to take this block and shred it up. So these 3 ingredients right here is going to flow on in over to this for tailgate food for Saturday. Guess where the rest of the bacon's going to go? It's going to go, I just come up with something else. I just had another idea to do with some of that chicken. Dakota and them has a recipe that's got the chicken wrapped in bacon. Yeah, I'm going to have to call him and get a recipe from him. So I can either do that with some more chicken, and then also breakfast. I can either fry it, or I can cube some up and put in our egg bites, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits for breakfast. So you see how you're going to have leftovers out of some of your meals, leftover items that you're not going to use. Actually, the other half of this butternut squash is going in tonight's meal. That's why I got a big butternut squash. So this is actually going to be serving 2 meals right here, a side for 2 meals. One for the roast, and then I'll show you tonight's supper when I make my way around the kitchen. So some of these items are going to serve multiple purpose and going to be used in more than one recipe. Some of them are going to be in one recipe. And then I'm going to have just even still some leftovers, where leftovers like These right here will be already what I have on hand, and I can plan some recipes 2 weeks from now, starting with these. Y'all see where I'm going with this? How you make things stretch. You use what you have on hand. Sometimes you are going to have to go get those ingredients, but if you'll pick up a little extra like this, you'll make it stretch into even more meals. You'll get your pantries and your freezers and your refrigerators stocked. There you go. Now, tonight's meal, see, I'm sorry, the dirty dishes. I gotta clean the kitchen. That bag of shrimp that I had in my last video, there's those sausages. I'm gonna do a sheet pan, and I'm either going to use the sweet potato or I'm going to use the other half of the butternut squash. I haven't made my mind up yet. But y'all see the gist. This kind of like ties in with my video on meal planning. Just sit down, use what you have on hand first. Put some things together, get creative. Then there is some meals that you're going to have to go and purposely buy the items. But with what you have left over, keep that cycle going and start all over. Use those leftover ingredients a little bit, leftover sides, leftover things. Come up with your next meal. You still may have to go and supplement, but your next grocery bill may not be as high. So all these things right here is going to last us for the next 2 weeks. And then that third week, I may just have to still just go get something to supplement with. So, and then also too, shop your sales, stock your pantries. So I hope this has helped y'all. I hope it's gave y'all some ideas of some things to do and how to stretch some meats to make more than one meal. Just like I did with the roast and the chicken. Buy that bigger extra pack. What I don't come up with a meal off the top of my head with the rest of those chicken breasts, I'm going to take those and I'm going to put in Ziploc bags. Of course, I'm going to do that with this meat right now anyway. This, the roast, I can either go ahead. No, I'm going to have to cook this all at one time, because after we have the roast one night, the extra cooked meat, I'm going to shred it. So I am going to have to cook this all at one time. I am not going to cook all of these at one time. I'm going to portion these out, like I said in my meal planning video, portion these out and put them in Ziploc bags. And go ahead and put those in the freezer. Or if you're going to store them for longer than a couple of weeks, you might want to vacuum seal them so they don't start getting freezer burnt. Let's see. Yeah. Those are the only things I'm going to have to put in Ziploc bags. I'm going to pre-prep some of my, like the zucchini and squash. Well, there's only one left, so I think they'll be okay in the refrigerator. You can pre-prep some vegetables too. Go ahead and like cut up your vegetables and let them be marinating in something or seasoning in something. So the possibilities are endless, y'all, when you're coming up with meal plans. Oh, I see another one right here. We're going to have a bunch of lettuce left over from the crunch wraps. And I told y'all I already had some salad stuff in the refrigerator. There's a night of salads right there. I picked up some bacon bits because we're out. We still got croutons. We got salad dressings in there. We're going to have plenty of cheese left over. I picked up some Parmesan cheese from the Parmesan chicken. I forgot to lay it out. So there's salads for starting that third week. Some more vegetables. I'm already going to have some chicken on hand. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. So I hope this has helped y'all, and I hope I explained it a little bit better and just gave y'all some more examples. So y'all have a good day and stay tuned. I'm coming up with some more ideas, y'all. Have a good day.